Okay, we're just going to get right into this one. As you could tell from the title of the video, this is going to be a comparison of the Galaxy Z Flip 5G against the Galaxy Z Flip 3. And we're not going to get into a bunch of tech spec because there's a million videos already about these two devices and the comparisons between the two. But this is actually my first time taking a look at the two devices and comparing them and checking out the physical differences and even the software differences, which we're not going to discuss today. But yeah, the number one difference is the Galaxy Z Flip 3 has got a significant price drop. Because when I bought the Galaxy Z Flip 5G, that phone was roughly around $1,400. And that's understandable. I was more than willing to pay for it because, you know, it's new technology. It's the first time they've introduced folding screens into the market. And so, you know, you got to pay to play. And that's how it goes. But, yeah, this was about $1,400. And now the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is a cool $999 and counting. So just taking a look at it, obviously, you know, we can clearly see that the screens are completely different size. This is the screen that came out with the $1,400 Galaxy Z Flip 5G, which I actually think is still currently $1,400 on Samsung.com. I don't know what they're doing with that. And the Z Fold 2 also is about $1,800 still, even though not the Z Fold 2, but the Z Fold 2 is still, it's about $1,800. And they got the 3 out for, no, the Z Fold 3 is $1,800 and the Z Fold 2 is over $2,000, because it's gonna be $2,000, but plus taxes, all of that, yeah. So, all right, but getting back to the phones, turning them over to the side, you can see, hold on, let me turn my light on here so y'all can see a little bit better. Here's my S Pen. There we go. All right, you can see we got power buttons. These power buttons are about the same. Yeah, same texture. We got the volume rockers, about the same height. And the Galaxy Z Flip 5G, it might just be slightly taller. I don't know if y'all can see that, but from the angle that y'all can see, clearly it's just a hump. But this, I don't know, this little rim right here, it looks like it might be just a hair smaller. So, I mean, it's roughly the same dimensions. It roughly came out with the same dimensions. But I did notice that I tried to put my case on from the Flip 3 because I was still waiting on this phone, and I had the case, and I was just so excited. So I just put the case on here, and I had to squeeze it on there. It really wouldn't fit, so I just took it right off because I didn't like that, and I wasn't trying to break my case before I even got my phone. So, yeah, there's definitely something off with the dimensions here, but it's nothing that's going to catch the eye. But obviously, the hump is extremely smaller, though, which is a good thing, and it looks way better. Even though this hump, not the hump, but the hinge looked extremely good just for the first generation. But now they refined it, made it a little slimmer, a little sleeker, and it definitely looks a lot better. And on the left side of the phone, on the Galaxy Z Flip 3, the SIM card slot is more towards the bottom, or if you got the phone open, more towards the top. As where with the Galaxy Z Flip 5G, the SIM card slot is like in the middle of the phone. Whether you have it, if you have it closed, it's more towards the top. If you have it open, it's more towards the middle of the phone. So there's a difference there, and I'm still trying to figure out what this little slot is here. I noticed that even in the keynote, in the Samsung Galaxy keynote, when they was introducing the phones, I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is or can figure out what that is, let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, you see we got the antenna bands here. They're basically matching up on both sides. Okay, there's no antenna band at the top over here. I don't know, they hid that well or something, but yeah. All right, so they've got 3 exposed antenna bands on the Galaxy Z Flip 5G. and we got 4 exposed antenna bands on the Galaxy Z Flip 3. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference or what, but yeah, there's that. All right, so the Galaxy Z Flip 3, its functionality as far as the cover screen is still not there. It's definitely a bigger screen, and the screen is, I don't know if you can see, but the screen is not as big as it seems. It's not this entire glass piece, all right? That's just the glass, but inside, let me see if I can pull up a white screen so I can show y'all. All right, put my fingerprint. Okay, so as you can see, the screen is actually smaller than the glass. So, I mean, you could easily, I mean, that should be obvious, but you could easily mistake, you know, just seeing the screen when it's all blacked out, just seeing the glass, that you would mistake this as the entire screen, but the screen is within the glass and it's a smaller frame, but it's still bigger than this. So at the end of the day, it's still useful. You got widgets over here when you swipe to the right. There's about 7, 8, 9, something like that. It's not much, but you know, there's useful ones. You got music, weather, next alarm, Samsung Health, the Galaxy. You can control your Galaxy Buds, the timer, and cover launcher, which is acting finicky right now. And then when you swipe to the left, you got your notifications, and you can clear all your notifications. This is a lot more than you was able to do with the Galaxy Z Flip 5G. So I'm not complaining, but it needs to be bigger at the same time. And then when you swipe up, yes, you're going to get Samsung Pay. I don't have Samsung Pay activated right now. But when you swipe up, you get Samsung Pay. And when you swipe down, you get your brightness control gestures. And you could turn your notifications off, or your sound off. You can mute your phone, turn the sound on, or turn it to vibrate. And all of that's cool. But the way I would have did it, I would have had a notification coming down from the top. I would have had Samsung Pay coming from the bottom like they do got it. And yeah, the widgets is fine over here. And over here, I would have had the brightness settings. The brightness and volume settings. So you swipe over, get the brightness and volume settings. Swipe down, get your notifications. Swipe left, get your widgets. Swipe up, Samsung Pay. But now you still got the same cameras, but they are improved. They did improve the cameras, and it's probably just software improvements. But because I do believe it's the same exact camera lens, there's really no change there. And now, and you can see, opening up the phones, you can see that the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is a lot more squared off. It's a lot more refined on the edges. The Galaxy Z, let me show you the other edge. That one's damaged. But the Galaxy Z Flip 5G is a lot more curved and rounded. It still looks very, very beautiful. But just comparing to the Galaxy Z Flip 3, it's no comparison. You got antenna bands on the top and the bottom as well. I didn't see that. But you also obviously got USB-C charging, and your speakers. Now with the speakers, you got your bottom firing speakers. It's let me get that in focus. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. The bottom speakers is modded up. They didn't move that. You got 3 mics at the bottom now instead of 2 mics in different positions. So that's good. You got more clarity for phone calls and yelling at Bixby. We all know how that go with Bixby. And at the top, you have another microphone and you have a microphone at the top over here for the Galaxy Z Flip 5G. So altogether, the Galaxy Z Flip, oh, see, this closed phone, man, this just be throwing me off. But yeah, all right, so altogether, you got 3 microphones on the Galaxy Z Flip 3 and 2 microphones on the Galaxy Z Flip 5G. So that's cool. But now the Galaxy Z Flip 3 comes with stereo sound, because now you got 2 speakers. You got it coming out of the earphone jack and the bottom firing speaker as well. So even if you cover up your bottom speaker, you'll hear it coming from the earpiece. And even if you cover the earpiece, it'll funnel all the way down through the bottom firing speaker. So that's good, because with this one, it was just the bottom firing speaker, which didn't sound too bad. But, you know, I paid $1,400 for this phone. You know, you should have surround stereo sounding speakers. It just, you know, it's just common sense. But that's just me. Again, you know, other people might be different. They might like one speaker. But anyways, you can also see that this is I mean, while the 5G is more metallic looking, it is actually matte. It is actually have this like matte finish or matte feel to it. It's like a frosted feel, and it even covers the front screen here. And the camera still feels like glass. But on the Galaxy Z Flip 3, it's all matte finish, and even on the even around the edges of the phone, it's a matte black finish, and all along the hinge. This is just a very, very, very well refined phone. The hinge feels even better. I don't know how they could make it better, because the hinge on this is great. The hinge on this is no problem with this, but for some reason, I don't know, this just feels even better. And my biggest gripe with the Galaxy Z Flip 3, I don't know if y'all can see that right there. That's my biggest gripe right there. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the way they changed the hinge. I don't know, but it's got more of a gap than the 5G had. And the 5G barely has a gap. I mean, on camera, you can definitely see the gap. But in person, it feels like there's not even a gap there. But with the Galaxy Z Flip 3, there's clearly a gap there. You can, like, use this thing as a telescope if you wanted to. And I don't know. I'm not feeling that. But other than that, this is a great device. Everything else is about the same except for software updates. And, you know, it's got little Galaxy S22 features and stuff. But, you know, that's going to trickle down to all the other phones anyway. All the way down to, I think, the S10 or... yeah, I think the S10. All the way down to the S10. So, after that, I mean... you know, you should probably be upgrading anyways. But yeah, that's most of the differences I could see so far. Other than that, everything else is, you know, a bunch of tech spec that we're not going to get into right now, because like I said, there's a million videos about these two devices and their comparisons as far as the software goes. But yeah, these are definitely great devices that, you know, I've been having a lot of fun with, and it's been real fun being part of the guinea pig flip folding crew. But now, you know, these phones are getting, Samsung's pushing these phones heavy, so, you know, there's a lot in. They made it a whole $500 cheaper, so it's more accessible to people. People weren't willing to pay $1,500, you know, just to make a phone flip. You know, I need the latest and greatest tech, you know, so I'm willing to go out there and pay a little bit extra just to try the newest, you know, technology that's on the market. But now it's a, you know, cool $999. That's a price that a lot of people can go and, you know, reach into their bank or their piggy bank or their pocket or their wallet or their purse or their wristlet, you know, whatever you carry, and, you know, make a purchase on one of these devices and not feel too like they, you know, spent an arm and a leg just to get a cell phone. But yeah, so yeah, tap into the comments. Let me know what you think about the Galaxy Z Flip 5G. If you got the Galaxy Z Flip 5G, do you want to upgrade to the Galaxy Z Flip 3? Should you upgrade to the Galaxy Z Flip 3? We'll talk about that in another video. But if you have the Galaxy Z Flip 3, how are you liking it? And do you feel like it was worth the upgrade compared to the Galaxy Z Flip 5G, if that's where you came from? If you hadn't come from the Galaxy Z Flip 5G and you just cop the Galaxy Z Flip 3. Boy, that was a mouthful. Pause. Just go ahead and enjoy that. Welcome to the crew. All right? But yeah, that's all I got for you for this one. Go ahead and catch me in the next one. 100.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.